mid, or Doom offlane, Doom carry, and pick a new mid. So they're gonna pick a new offlane. So they
Well, I also didn't think it was a thing, but Shanks is here to prove it different. Prove us different, rather. He's full jungling.
Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Void Spirit with 1 and 0 CS right now is not gonna be too happy about that.
Nope. I don't think Tino's in a really lovely time. He had a blanket on during the draft, and maybe he should just put it back on because he is basically he can just kind of go to sleep right now in this lane, just kind of get experience.
Tino and Shanks have been like lane partners since a million years ago, so he probably knows the ins and outs of his partner a lot. So he knows what to expect, you know.
Don't forget, it upgrades the neutral abilities, so this Siege Shot is really doing some work against Tino, I have to say. Tino's got to be a little bit careful. Out of
right click, but the Void Spirit is higher level than him, so he's not getting the bonus damage from the innate on Doom.
That's true, yeah. That's true. With the Scorched Earth, though, he is going to be able to win these duels. Tino got that Resident Pulse shields, burning down, ticking down the Siege. Ganking.
I mean, he's very
my God.
level. He's level 5.
Virij is like, ooh, they don't see each other,
minute,
actually.
I smell a Hydralisk looking nearby.
Look at him go. Oh, he was burrowed? He was burrowed? Who gets burrowed, bro? Oh my God, just upgraded. He's dead. He's just dead. It doesn't matter, actually. Virij, he didn't actually complete the TB out, so he easily gets the kill. And Jikroy, he's totally fine, bro. He's got those brown boots. Meanwhile, down bottom, they've killed the Templar Assassin. This is a battle techies. They fortify the creeps to make sure he can dive the tower. The sticky bomb is gonna connect.
Darkseer. The curse.
He killed
the Maledict.
Oh, he did. He got him with Maledict.
And he got the level. Right. Level up. Almost survived. Play offlane, because if you play offlane, you might run into.
That's true. yeah, you're going to be abandoned here. Haste rune activated from Among Dia. There's going to be that sprout. Look just like that. 4 heroes down bottom. Palace, they tear right through that fresh refraction. Down he goes, Winter. Second death.
Yeah, got the banner coming in. He's not smoking time for the siege at the rotation.
They're just going in though. They're going in. They get the Doom off actually onto Tino. Jikroy with a ton of damage here. Shanks is going to drop here, as will the Void Spirit. A 2-for-2 trade.
That was actually kind of nice for the MP. And he got all the XP. He's level 6.5. He's almost 7 on MP now.
Huge DB. Oh, DB. He's going to go down again. That Maledict.
Ready, so he is looking for a kill on the lanes right now, but Lewis is walking over.
Action coming to him. They're relentless. That's a really good Maledict. He's in a lot of trouble. He's gonna take down. He's 100% dead. He needs to be careful he doesn't explode next to his team. Look at the damage on the Virij. Down to half HP.
The Nature's Wrath there is basically deleting the Void Spirit.
This Darkseer, we have been kind of hammering on TechFree Gaming, on DB specifically, about his item builds. And I don't know about you, I'm not totally in love with this first item, Heaven's Halberd.
Heaven's Halberd?
Yeah.
That's always nice against TA, but I think I already mentioned I'm going to put Crimson down in this game.
Yep. Okay, Born Thunder, mid lane, Wall of Replica onto Lewis. Gonna try and get off that boat. The Admiral's rum. Oh, he's gonna go down. 4 heroes mid. It's simply far too many. And Jikroy, he knows he's got to take a very defensive position, hidden and tucked away in the towers.
Oh my God, he's also maxing Devour. He is going full grid. Midas and max Devour. Full grid
with Glut.
I mean, they're gonna find him and punish him. Look.
They are. Oh, see him out.
I can't believe he's gonna kill
this
him.
guy's actually here. That's word. He drops the Doom. It's not gonna save him. It ought to condemn CML. Is he gonna try and go
be close?
Nah, he's dead. It's not close.
Is he?
He's alive.
No, no banner.
Execration, they're reading this move perfectly, Mamang Daya. Get initiated on Exmar into Torrent. No roll's gonna come out, and now he's orchided up. This is the fight for the defusal reveal. He's gonna be kept alive. In comes CML from the side, and he's not gonna get that roll off. Down he goes. The Wall of Replica doing good work as Delo hops down. Shanks is a lot of money here. Lewis falling low to that Spirit Vessel now, as Virij TP's on in, will equalize here. In terms of bringing the heroes, a better fight than the TechFree Gaming.
The story of the support so far, Richie, it really is. And Doom has nothing now to do that. If he gets caught, he is 100% dead.
Lol just jumping in, a little bold here. He's gonna go down, but maybe it's good for the kill onto Lewis. Right now active with the rum buff. They really need to try and focus him down, and he lives through the vessel. Among Daya, shield crash, and the swashbuckler ready to go. There is no escape then for Lewis. See him out. He could be next. He's got Death Ward. He's gonna turn, try and get enough damage out. And the Remnant is flawless from Tino. Great teamwork there. You don't need the full HP pool. You kind of just need to be able to stay.
Yeah, because you're out hitting the damage, so you don't need the max HP.
Exactly.
And especially when you have a locket, you know, it's gonna have more impact.
Tanks gonna get vacuumed back into the wall, into the blast off. 2 mines. Harry Veno is down. Bridge, he's gonna be focused down by Tino as Zolol dies inside of his own wall. Paolo's showing up for the fight as well. Make that 4 stacks. The Aether Remnant into the Death Ward, interrupted, but Mamang Daya the Meld Strike makes it.
To have his blade mail, and the next biggest damage item is the shard.
Fine. Oh, DB, good disarm here onto Palos. Palos waiting patiently to go back on in. Back wall, but he blinks away. That's going to leave Lewis here in a bit of danger. That blade mail active though with the rum buff. He is a tanky target as Shanks throws the ulti onto the lull. That's not going to spread onto any heroes, but you got Palos just beating down into everyone. DB, the best they can hope for there was just a kill onto Kunkka. But then what? That's Execration as Shanks up. That's ridiculous. That's too long.
I always feel like you should just use it around 15-20 minutes. If you are close to competing an item, just use it. Just buy whatever item you want.
Gonna break out here. Vision set up perfectly. They see Mamang Daya. That's gonna be the Orchid on Shank. Brought back into the X-Mark boat and killed off before he could do anything. The follow-up silences from Tino's Ag Scepter make that a hopeless engagement. But they did commit quite a bit now. Jikroy always gonna turn and drop the Doom. DB from the low ground, a little vacuum as Varij is gonna go back on in. A perfect Maledict again. He is just getting owned right now, Varij. No chance to live. Dies basically just to CML as the cask bounced around perfectly, and Tino lives on what? 50 HP, almost dies to the mines there, almost died to the mines. 6 to 8, it's very reasonable.
No one touches you when you're channeling, sure, you can kill anybody.
And, well, and then you're able to set up like this. Oh, okay, another Doom here. They really look at that. That's a beautiful back wall onto 4 heroes with the bow coming in. Far too late to change anything now. Oh, boy, Lewis manages to TP away. The blink out in time now by Paolo, but he is left completely alone to fight versus 4. I say that they buy back. They have control over his outpost. And they take this fight. The double step in there by Tino as Jikroy, BKB'd up. He's still going to go down. Palos, he grabs him, and with the Daedalus, that's so much damage. Mamang Daya stays alive thanks to the wand charges, but Tino relentlessly giving chase. He's going to avoid the blast off as well by Dalal as they pick off Mamang Daya. Tino, this may look like a dieback for him as he almost sacrifices himself on the blade mail of the NP, but he will live. What a buyback from Tino to keep Palos in fighting shape. I don't know, man. Wall of Replicas back up in 10 seconds. Got everything. I mean, Rolling Thunder's ready to go again. May be able to make this a defense. I mean, they did so pretty successfully last time, but there's the initiation. They see Jikroy in the trees. Palos boots in front of the gate. Another vacuum. No, with the wall set up, it's not as good as last time, though. This time the BKBs come out, but Palos being focused down and chased down. They get through the refraction, and down he goes. That's a tieback now for Tino. He's kind of isolated there on that high ground. The Death Ward just good damage, actually, to be honest with you. Not going to save the fight as Varij giving him the vision. He doesn't have Curse of the Old World quite yet. Now he finally gets it off. The blade mail's active, but he's going to go down to that last swashbuckle. And on top of Shanks, it's a big kill for them. But look at the cast bouncing between them. They're maledicted up. They cannot really take this fight. Dieback now on the techies. DB unable to surge away. He's not going to die to maledict quite yet, actually, as instead the double ion shell focused down onto the Witch Doctor. They take him down.
Stuff. All stuff is the item you want against Doom.
Ground siege continues. You beat. Need to get in there with a back wall. Other TA trap silence. So annoying for him to deal with. But it's still 30 seconds left until the Doom respawns. Now he can buy back. But he BKB'd there, so he's not going to have that for still another 50 seconds now.
Yeah, he definitely does not want to buy back now.
Okay, Rolling Thunder, it's pretty decent, but the Doom's not buying back. The Tidal Wave pulls him further deep underneath this Death Ward. Good damage, the kill onto DB is there. Among Daya still fighting through this one. Pretty good control, tries to swashbuckle away, but he is killed off eventually. Rage caught trying to kill this Witch Doctor. Does eventually get the job done there with the Sprout damage as Delul doing what he can, leaps on in, but it's Tino with a double kill in the fight as he finishes off the Nature's Prophet, and Doom respawns with a the fight now as TechFree Gaming giving it everything they've got here. CML gets off that voodoo switcheroo. They get through that first life. The Rolling Thunder though has now expired. 2 kills though. 3 make it on the side of Execration, but Palos no more unleashed in this fight. Bridge hiding underneath that Glimmer Cake, alive for now as Palos finally activates the BKB. DB giving chase here after Lewis. As Rage is gonna live. No one's gonna die here. It looks like maybe the lull. Maybe just the lull. Goes part of Nepo. This is the start of that fight. Look at the smoke. Ended up going okay. In fact, I think they can still take it versus Palos. Disarmed. Daya silencer for a moment. Has the Lotus to dispel him. Backing back out of the Hurricane Pike as Palos falling low. Decides he just has to try and take the fight here and now. But he is melting against these 3 heroes, and he's gonna
of the map here. The mid lane tier 1 tower still alive for Execration, but not for long.
He actually has found the Penguin. There's going to be the back onto 2. They get out.
He gets the roll up. Focus on the dispel. He's going to be able to disrupt the fights here to get the Witch Doctor down. The 2 supports, or the 2 cores, I shall say, going down on the Execration fight. And Mamang Daya will badly survive the team fight here.
And he does. They're back now on Palos. Falling low, the Nullifier, the splash damage. Chickroy, there's too many auto attacks after him. He's gonna go down. Lull silence. They do get 2 heroes now. The Tidal Wave dragging back the Lull into harm's way. Silenced up into the 8th of Remnant. Sent up and tossed this way, that way. DB, he's gonna pay the price. A symptom of Save Your Buddy syndrome. To try and take the fight there. Not gonna go their way. The GG is dropped now. TechFree Gaming eventually have to throw in the towel.
Costly.
Execration will win game number 1.
I mean, there is also Terrorblade. If they want Terrorblade, no. Clinks. You can eat the ball. But the one major downside is you're going to be a lot weaker in the lane. Because
Agreed.
You don't have the double slow from sudden death.
And well, there's the fence leveled early on. Double fence isn't going to save him though.
Okay. What is... And Bat Rider is kind of like the perfect bodyguard to have, you know, whenever you want to hit this early game timing, you know.
I really like seeing that kinetic fence like really effective harass. Glimpsed on back. Let's see how the fence is used here. That'll block him off one way. Another fence charge ready to go, but the roller realizing he's made a mistake and there's no way out. This Clink's not just simply eat the helm of the down creep.
Wait a minute, Tino, diving in. Level 5, undying.
Low, the cask, the death, with the blood grenade on top of Shanks. I don't think he's gonna make it. He's not. He had no choice to dive.
You were saying the Clean, I guess that's his logic here.
Ooh, big scout stacked here.
Wall.
They've got a glimpse. First, they're going to play with the fences a bit here. Lewis, nice Sonic Wave and the regeneration when running as Mamang Daya joins the fray, glimpsed back. CML, where are you going, my friend? Try and die to the Ancients, but he repulses them away. It still works out, though.
That was a good try.
I didn't think it would work as well as it did there.
The shrines?
And now, approaching the Wisdom Shrine time, beautiful cast onto the 2 of them. They're both hit by this Maledict with DB. He's just shy of the experience he needs for the roar. He decides TP, and out's the best play. That'll at least get him out here alive. Palos diving behind the tower here. Doesn't really have the burst damage he needs to be able to take down these full HP supports. It is still going to be the Stolen Wisdom Shrine at the end.
It's going to go down still. But yeah, I mean, Burris is also opting to max out the heal, right? You said that his Maledict is just level 1.
Lewis.
Meanwhile, Mamang
Sonic
dies. Got sniped.
In for the kill, and there's the fence. I don't know if they can get the +1 though. No mana on these cores right now.
I mean, he has 3 points in here. I think it's gonna be very difficult to kill.
Well, let's see if he's got the mana to sustain to do this kill attempt.
Yeah, he doesn't have the mana.
Yeah. No, he doesn't. And you know what? It's a pretty effective. Just steal his strength if he's gonna try.
Dying Bounty Hunter has his urn. Disruptor kind of doesn't really need much. He's building into a drum. Paradox gets a solo kill. Nice one here with the Desolator. Cleanse is the highest DPS hero, you know, if he gets to just lay in on you. This hero does.
They're going mid, but it's not looking so good for Tino right now. They do manage to cancel the Death Ward at the very least. Without a Maledict onto Variz.
Another track kill.
Or rather, yeah, it's just going to turn into another kill here.
Yeah, this is
ultra aggressive. They do have a scan. Will they know that this is already in progress? And can they do anything about it?
No, too late. This is a very, very good move. You have to commend DB for understanding that this is the time to do it. This is going to give them a lifeline.
Yeah, it's huge, isn't it?
Yep. Very huge.
They're fighting straight into it. The Blink Dagger reveal. They're going to try and burst down Tino. Seems like a little bit of a bait, honestly. Static Storm does connect onto Variz as the Rolling Thunder, uninterrupted, going on through. They realize this is a losing fight. They will simply TP away through the Vanguard, through Tino, who looks like he barely took a scratch.
They're going to find DB.
With the drums, DB first to try and roar, to run for his life, but he's not making it out alive. Yeah, dragged back there by the glimpse into 5. They've lost the Ages. Oh, no, TechFree Gaming, they made such a great decision and they follow it up with a blunder.
You know, you need to be able to kill him in the fights.
Mangdaya? Oh no, he's gonna get caught out. Double invis. So hard to play into, especially when they build up a lead.
Yeah, things are definitely falling apart for TechFree Gaming side right now.
DB up into the high ground. Static Storm with the fence. DB can still walk through it. There's going to be a lasso. They found CML, but do they have any damage here? Okay, there's a good Death Ward into the Maledict. Tino certainly will die to this, right? Even at level 2 Maledict, sure looks like it. He's going to respawn instantly. Disruptor finally killed off there as DB hit by the Sonic Wave. Shanks, the last Maledict take not enough to take him down. And as Mangdaya respawns, he's going to be wishing he was in that fight. Good micro there on the helm.
And they're all together, you know. And
to be clear, Winter,
Execration, they're on the hunt again. Somebody's going to die.
Variz, he's going to be caught out here. He does not have Voodoo Switcheroo. Oh, and the glimpse! DB brought back. He does not have a TP. There is no way out for him. They both have buyback at the very least. So they just keep getting caught out after caught out.
Very bad
punch. That you can be sure of. Oh no, the Undying. He's just in there. What can you do to stop him now? Lewis, the Sonic Wave onto DB, the roar. It's finally going to come up with this Undying unbothered. He's just so chilling, man. Buy back on the Witch Doctor now. This is the last fight. Mangdaya, Rolling Thunder. Jikroy doesn't have a BKB. He cannot stand his ground. He cannot fight in this game. TechFree Gaming, they fall into a beautiful Execration draft here. Make 2-0 to move on to the final day of the SCA quals.
I mean, I think this is my favorite game so